Hello everyone, Suman Pachigulla here, and this video is about understanding business development and sales in recruiting industry. Before we go into the video and learning, if you are a new viewer, I would request you to subscribe to this channel and join in my mission to impact 5 million lives. Here is a disclaimer. Whatever the content is been shared here and information given, it is only for learning and educational purpose only. It is no way a legal or professional advice. So use your own knowledge and discretion to take it, or you gotta leave it. All right, it's up to you. Now let's go inside the video and understand what is that you need to become a successful business development manager or executive. There are 4 things primarily which is required for you to make money and make your career in this industry. So it goes with personality, skills, coordination, and understanding business terms. So it doesn't stop there. It needs storytelling about how you represent yourself and how you are letting the client understand about how good you are. So if you stay till the end, you are going to understand everything that give you a clarity about where exactly you are and what you are missing, or you might be doing the same thing, so it is going to be an added advantage for that. All right, so let's understand what is personality in business development. So if you see, in business development, it's all about how you represent yourself. So while you are prospecting, while you are connecting with people, you must have a very good English written skill, because that is what they primarily look at. And before you connect, right, that is how it comes, that is how your prospecting happens. So written communication skills, English or any other language that you are following, that is important. But if you are primarily, your clients are preferring English, then you must be a person who has a good command over a written English or business professional emails. Then it comes to oral communication. So you might be saying, Suman, what a big deal. Yes, there is a big deal, because how you connect with people and what you talk, what kind of words that you are using while communicating, that makes a bigger impact on your listener. Presentation, right? What is presentation? Presentation about how you present yourself in front of the people. Business development is a job primarily works when you go and meet the client in person. Now you are a person who are not able to articulate things properly, then there are high possibility that things may not go on your favor. All right, and 5th goes appearance. So are you a person who carry yourself with professionalism? Are you a neat person? Do you dress professionally? When you go to the meetings, or when you go to client meetings, how do you appear yourself? Do you have a proper suit or everything, right? So that is what has one of the biggest impact. The clients do not do business with your company, but they do business with you. Now you need to sell yourself before you sell your services. So that is one of the major things. You might be looking back, you might have went to see a client, but just because the way you are, or you did not give a proper attention to your attire, that might have one of the reasons why you might not have got that client. Then it comes to skills. What kind of skills? Primary networking. Are you the person who believes in networking? Meaning it could be in-person networking, or it could be a community, or it could be a social media. Do you join groups? You got to understand where exactly your client is, who could be the prospects. Now once you understand that, then you could be approaching them from their language. So if you are a person who is introvert, then you need to really change your working style, so that you could you could be looked more, or you could be visible in all the front. So it could be any bigger meetings, or it could be nowadays it could be an online event. So now are you attending those kind of events, so that you introduce yourself and your business? Then comes negotiation. This is one of the major things that you need to learn if you are into business development. What is business development? You bring clients to your company, right? And in result, what happens? The company earns money through your client. That's what it is. Now negotiation comes that what is the service charges, what are the service fees, and how the client will be benefited. At the same time your company is also going to be benefited. So you need to think so strategically while negotiating so that you will win and the client also wins. Now persuasion, you got to have a persuasion skills. How? Because if people don't listen to you, then how you are going to make them do and sign on the document that you want them to do? So now persuasion skills is the topmost skills that is required if you are in a human business, because you are not going to convince a robot. You will be talking to a prospect, is a human being. Now why they should listen to you, why you are that service that can help them. So your persuasion skills will help them go to the next level. Then you got to understand, this is something I have seen because I'm into this business, right? I became that self-employed entrepreneur. So now I have to increase my business. So what is the primary thing? What I understood is a human behavior and psychology. We need to know what kind of people we are talking to, because we cannot, business development managers or executives cannot go with the same sort of approach to every human beings. Now even the clients know that whoever is contacting, they seek something from them. Now in that case, if you become normal, you approach them with the way you do with everybody else, now how do you think that is going to have a bigger impact? So you got to understand, you need to increase your human behavior and human psychology skills also, so that you will understand people. Do you have a research skills? Meaning, do you research about the industry that you're working? Do you research about the client? So before you approach, before you present your offer, so what sort of research that you do, that is one of the major thing is required. Because if you just do your job for the sake of money, it is very high possibility that you struggle most of the time. Because you might be thinking, okay, I have a recruiting team, I'll just go and I introduce and I'll get a job. So that is what, if other 10 other business development people are doing the same thing, then how do you going to get the attention of the person? So you got to have the research skills and understanding where exactly they are, where they want to go, and how they can use your service to reach to their destination. All right. And after personality and skills, you need to know about coordination. And this is one of the major things I have seen in this industry which lacks, meaning it really doesn't work. Internal teams. So if you become a business development manager, you become a business development director, so you need to understand that your job is only secured when you get a support from the recruiting team. Now just because you are a bigger entity in the company, and the company owners, the business investors rely on you because you bring business and you bring your ego to the job, then it is not going to work. Why? Your job will be secured only when the recruiting team gets your proper resume, and once that goes to the client and becomes a placement, then only you could able to sign contracts and the other stuff, right? Whatever the communication skills you may have, whatever the kind of expertise you may have, if you don't get help from your recruiting team, there's no way that you will be successful, neither the company that you're working will be successful. So you need to understand that you connect with your internal team so well that they understand that why you are there and how your work, how the new client can help them grow to their career. It is not about you get your incentives. It is not that you are going to get money. Obviously that is a byproduct. So you got to understand these recruiters, their leads, managers, directors, that how they can help you to go to the destination that you want, and they should feel that this is why I should help and I should listen to the BD person, because that person is bringing new client and that is going to help me ultimately go to my future level or my career. So you got to have a proper connection with your internal team, the way you want the bond to be with your client and or your client contact. And apart from internal team, you got to have a connection, coordinating attitude with the management. Now I have seen there are so many business development people who talk much and do less, and they play blame game. How? If a client been lost, if a contact lost, they blame the recruiting team. Because of them I lost. So now you got to understand it is more of a matured job. It cannot be a childish. So if you are talking to the management, you need to understand that how you are relying information and how you are helping the company to go to the next level. So it is all about coordinating with your management, coordinating with the internal team, at the same time with the client people. You are a person, everyone believes on you. Now, are you capable of retaining that trust? That is what primarily. If you talk to management in such a way, you talk to a client in a such a way, and your team doesn't trust you, then there's no way you will be successful. So before that, you got to start working from here, internal teams, before you approach the client. I mean, this is what my suggestion is. If something is working for you, then that's good for you. Then it comes understanding business terms. So how well do you understand this stuff? Do you use a CRM, customer relationship management software? So if you are using a CRM, you really need to understand how you are setting tasks and how best you are at completing the task and so on. Then goes discovery call. What is the discovery call? Whenever you are setting a call with a client, do you have an agenda in hand? Do you have a plan in place? Do you know how to set authority and how to set agenda and how to go to the next level of the calling, or the objective that you want to achieve in that call? How clear you are? That is what is primary. And now, are you behind the client or client is behind you? That makes a bigger impact. So whenever you are arranging a discovery call, so it would be great if you can send a link, a calendar link, so that they can book a call and you will be ready with the call. Then what happens? Your authority goes up. When they call you, you know when they are calling and you are prepared. All right. So it is always better that you take the discovery call so seriously, and you should have a flow that how you are going to take them by step. Now, leads. What are leads? Leads could be your future customers or future clients. So how well you are nurturing your leads, or where exactly it is getting. Now you need to be a person, as I told you, you need to be a person who should involve in research, go to events and run marketing campaigns, or you might be using a word of mouth, or you might be talking to your marketing teams. So it is all the way. It is just not that you go into a LinkedIn or you go into a job board, you grab few requirements and start your team work on it, and once you got an interview, then you pitch with the empanelment. That is the old way of things. So many people do it. Now what you are doing, if you really want to win a bigger game, you need to be a person that totally different, because if you do is what others are doing, you will get the same results. Now this is how you could capture your leads. Pain points. Well, this is one of the things what I understood is why the client is going to use your service. Meaning, don't you think the client has already some vendors, maybe some companies are working with them, maybe they have own recruiting team, but why they want to use your services? It comes with, if you are articulating their pain points so well, if you are able to articulate and show them their pain points more than they know, that better than they realize that, oh, this is what it is, then there are high possibility that they will get the business. And USP, your unique selling proposition. Why client should choose you? What is that you are telling them? So are you promising them what exactly your capabilities are, or you are just promising what they want to listen? Now your USP could be coming from the truth and capabilities of your company, at the same time your recruiting team. So if you do not understand your recruiting team, their capabilities, what are their skills and expertise, there is no way that you, whatever you represent, that is going to be helpful, because you might have created a pitch, you might have created your USP thinking the way that could convince your client, but end of the day what happens? The delivery matters, the result matters, the performance matters. Now if you lack in there, not only you lose the business, but you lose the self-respect at the client place. So you got to understand before you prepare your USP that you should take the consideration of everything and understand why you, why not somebody else. And here it comes, what differentiates you from others, right? Meaning, why should the client choose you, and how better you're articulating the pain points. Now while articulating the pain points, are you able to show them a past data that can prove them that yes, you are capable enough, or it is all about just talking with air, right? It is all the time that people may promise, people try to show off. Now when you want to differentiate yourself, if you go with the past data, you can go with the numbers that can help you to go to the next level of conversation or can get your business. Now how you are doing it? So do you use a storytelling? Are you a person who are articulating the problem, or you are the person who is explaining the USP, or why I am better than somebody else in a story manner, or you are the person who is talking about just, okay, this is what we are CMM level 5, we have ISO certified XYZ. If you are talking about the features, there are high possibility that you may not get the business. You got to talk about benefits, that why you and what is the benefit. Now here is something I have mentioned for you. If you are a business development manager, you could use this script, right? How? It comes with a storytelling manner, and it is going to helpful for you that how you are articulating. How? If you are going to the client, and this is how you use the script, that not long ago one of our clients was facing the problem of, you gotta mention the issue here, identify the issue here, and it was causing, articulate in measurable terms. What is that problem? What is that causing? Time problem, money problem, losing deals, or what is that? Then what the issue was costing them, that is what you need to tell them. Then what is that you're gonna do? The client invited us to sit down and focus in on what the real issue was, and together what did you do? Okay, describe the solution that was implemented. What did you do? Which led to state your measurable positive results and the impact it had all the stakeholders. Meaning, you have a problem statement, you have a realization statement, and you have a result statement. And now, if you articulate someone with this storytelling manner, there are high possibility that they're going to listen to you. Got it? So if you want to copy this, you could use it by the way you want to tweak it. Now it just not to have a reactive, it could be proactive. So what is reactive? Reactive is, I have started with a problem statement, right? Not long ago, storytelling, one of our clients was facing the problem of so and so. Now you could make it a proactive. It is just 2 months ago we could help a client generate 5 million. Now that is a proactive statement, that's a result statement, that's a positive statement. Now it is up to you how you want to interact. So this is not an elevator pitch, but this is about discussion, how you are going to introducing yourself. The client should know, oh, if you have helped some company make so much of money, so much of deals, then let me use your service as well. All right. Now your POC is not a point of contact. I'm talking about POC as a proof of concept. So now before you go and propose your services to your client, have you done your POC ready? Do you have a proof of concept that your service is working? Whatever you are going to promise, you are going to get the result. So you need to understand their past experience of your team, your culture, whether your whatever that you want to deliver, that has been done. Okay, then only go into venturing new clients. This is primary. Prospecting. How do you do prospect? It is just you prospect through LinkedIn jobs, or dice jobs, career builder jobs, or do you have any other mechanisms are there? So whoever is prospecting, how did you train them? How you are helping, how they have been guided? So most of the prospecting time, what happens is you send an email or you call them for scheduling a call. Now if your executive or if your assistant, whoever is scheduling the call, are you the person proactively attending the calls? And now the closing should happen from the beginning. Now when you are prospecting, there should be some curiosity, right, before they talk to you, because everyone knows you want their help and you want to get their attention. Now how your team is helping you, that is primary thing. Now NDA, do you know how to read a non-disclosure agreement? Do you know how it has been written, how to understand? So this is one of the things that you got to have a command over, because when you are signing a client, it is very much important that you understand the terms and conditions, right? And then, do you know how to write a proposal? Do you know how to ask for a quotation, how to ask for information? As a business development manager, you should be working on signing a contracts or bringing new client to your list, and you need an empanelment. Everything happens, but you are the person who should aware of these things. All right. And now these are the few things. There could be many, and these are according to my understanding how I deal it. So if you found this is helpful, put this in a comment box and let me know how it was helpful. All right. Take care and God bless. And if you want this mind map, let me know. I'll share that with you. Okay, share your email and I'm going to share that with you. Take care and bye-bye.